well, I don't know why my camera kept falling. It kept tilting to the side, but my dad's a big deer hunter. I don't know if you've seen them 3 or 4 does that ran across. They're a pretty good size. He'll be happy about that. He just showed up. He ought to be down here somewhere around pretty quick. There might be actually somebody walking through the trees up there. Anyways, but I'm gonna get the brush hog off, and I'm gonna get those pushed in. Obviously, I may wait until I get the Yanmar and push that back with the Yanmar and the mulcher, or I've got another mower that I was gonna try out, so maybe I'll go get it and run it in here and see what it does. Anyways, because that'd be a good opportunity to see what it does in that type of stuff, because I'm gonna buy a little bit different brush hog than this. This is more for finish work, and not doing, you know, heavier brush. It'll do it, it just doesn't like it a lot. So we'll see what we get done today. I want to at least get these T-posts in, stuff like that. So let's see what we can get done. I just want to show you a little bit of mowing, turning, whatnot, because this is going to be a short little video to answer what kind of tracks are good on turf. I see that all the time, and it seems like I answer that question on forums and stuff daily. There's all kinds of tracks you can use. They actually make a turf track that is smooth, so if you're in nothing but turf, they actually do extremely well, but they only go into turf very well. They have no traction really. They have grooves in it, but there's not a lot of traction there. Dirt tracks like a dirt lug, the big square lug, or like a C lug, horrible on turf, horrible. You'll tear everything up, everything. What other kind of tracks? Now, I've got Camsos. There's multiple brands of these, but these are Camso SD, Sam David. My tracks are on backwards. So the straight lug is there, and then this little step taper lug, that's supposed to be facing forward. So I'll explain that. I do extreme mowing. I do mowing on hillsides that is so steep that when you pull down, sometimes you need to back up. My thought, I wanted to try it when I put these tracks on here. I wanted to try them backwards because a lot of times I need more traction going backwards than going forwards, because a lot of times I'll kind of nose down and then I have to back up a steep incline with a mower on the front because I have nowhere to turn around on the bottom. That being said, you saw how many times I turned. Now, I mowed this little prairie up in here, and yes, you can see marks, but I bet you I've gone across here 5 times. And I'm not taking my time. I'm not doing like 3-point turns like you should if you're in turf. But these tracks do extremely well in turf, in snow, in mud, on steep hillsides. I absolutely love these tracks. They don't give me any money. They don't, you know, Camso doesn't even know me. And there are other brands of tracks like this. Now, John Deere has a zigzag. Very similar. It's kind of a step bar pattern. They do pretty well. I've had those. They will tear up turf better, you know, worse than these Camsos. Now, like the Cat tracks or ASV track, like a bar style track, those do really good in turf. I've never ran them. I had them on my ASV, but I've never ran them on a normal CTL to see what they do on hillsides and steep stuff. Once I found these Camsos and I ran them and I loved them, I'm not going to mess with anything else. That being said, I had an ASV with the ASV tracks, the bar tracks, but that's a totally different world. Different balance of the machine. Most people don't know those are actually a center balance machine. That's a 50-50 balance on that track. Like this Kubota, Deere, Cat, Takeuchi, Bobcat, everybody, they are a 60-40 balance. So the balance is offset from the center of the machine, where an ASV is right in the middle of the machine. It's a 50-50. The front's got the same balance as the back. And that's why, just a little quick info, that's why Cat didn't do very well with ASV tracks on their machines. They're built for a 50-50 balance, not a 60-40 balance machine. Anyways, if you want a good turf track, you know, something that does everything really well, I would suggest this. If you trust my opinion, I would go with the Camso SDs or something like this track. You know, some people call them Charlie Brown, zigzags, whatever. But they are a good track. So hopefully that answers it. Like I said, I'm in here, I'm running fast in here. I'm turning everywhere, and you can see, yes, this isn't turf, but it's grass. It's prairie grass in here. But you can see there's a little bit of damage here or there. But literally, I'm flying through here because all I'm doing is brush hogging. I'm not trying to be super cautious on it. I bet you I've turned in here 13, 15 times, you know, doing different maneuvers right here. You can see a little bit that's tore up, but other than that, you know, going through here, you really don't see a lot. So hopefully that answers, you know, what track is good in turf. If I were going to give you a suggestion, I'd say go with the Camso SDs. I got mine from my dealer when I bought my 65. This is my 75. When I bought my 65, I I paid a couple $100 and they actually traded them out, kept my factory tracks, and they put my Camsos on my 65. Then when I bought my 75, I switched my 65 tracks, which are these, to the 75 because I didn't want to get rid of my Camsos. I have no use for dirt lug. They're not very good in anything except for dirt and mud. Hillsides, they're horrible. They tear up grass. I don't have a use for them. So anyways, hopefully that helps you guys. I'm gonna get back to mowing. I've got a couple other pastures down here to mow. So we'll see you. Thanks.